Welcome to our little podcast, Hollywood Cats, a podcat about cat stories, cat care tips, and just a fun time to chat about cats. Hollywood Cats is hosted by Holly Meowie, president of the LA Cat Club, a not-for-profit cat rescue, and actress on numerous television shows, including currently as Beautiful Brenda on Lucha Underground on the El Rey Network nationally. Hollywood Cats is also hosted by Mark Rawlings, fellow cat lover and cat daddy, keeping the dream alive talking about cats. And now, from the Sunset Strip in Hollywood, here are Holly and Mark, your Hollywood Cats.
Hear ye, hear ye. Welcome to another Hollywood Cats podcast. And there's Holly Meowie. Meow, meow, hi.
Meow, sup, everybody.
And I am your cat daddy of choice, Mark Rawlings. And we say, hear ye, because Dateline Brazil, there's a cat that is an attorney or not? Or attorney just... Maybe kind
he
of
passed
attorney.
the bar. What are you talking about?
Right, okay. Clearly I didn't read it correctly. Okay, so tell us about the counselor in Brazil that lives at a law office, right?
Yeah, I mean, this kitty was a stray and was basically looking for shelter during, I guess it rains a lot in Brazil, right?
It does,
like
yeah.
the tropical rains and stuff. And he's a cute little Siamese baby named Leon.
He has a name tag, too, like for the building, which is kind of cool.
Yes, and he started to come into their law offices, and originally there was some snotty uncat people, you know, the anti-cat people of the universe.
Yeah, that we don't like them.
Yeah, we don't... that we don't understand. So they were trying to get rid of him. And so the law firm said, you know what? We're going to give you a job.
That's a good way. So then they can't get rid of him because he's an attorney. Yeah.
He's a cat attorney.
So he didn't really pass the bar.
Yeah, he really did.
Okay.
You know, a lot of people were worried. He's
he
really
walked under
small.
the bar.
Yeah, he walked under the bar for sure because he's really tiny, apparently.
Yeah, he's a cat, so good
he also got neutered recently, and they're telling everybody that because he had weird vocal cords or something, that he doesn't... He's an attorney with no meow.
Oh my gosh, it's a dream come true. An attorney that can't speak. Hired.
Yeah, right? Like, so, you know, I mean, he has 48,000 followers on Instagram. Wow. So you guys should follow this cat. His name is Dr._Leon, Leon _
Advogato. Advogato, right?
Yes, an interesting
it's doing well.
name. But yeah, he's the cute. Look him up on Instagram. He's got the cutest little bow ties on and his little name tag and beautiful blue eyes. He's a doll.
Isn't it great, like when you go to an office or somewhere where it's, like, especially if it's like an office building where there's no easy way out, if they have like a cat living there or something, it's like so cool. It's like, it makes you feel good as soon as you go in there.
Yeah, actually, I, as a rescuer, do a program where I get kitties that people don't want. You know, there's those kitties that take me forever to get adopted. I have relationships with some of the stores, and I'll put a kitty like at a hardware store, and it'll be a shop cat, and it lives
Interesting.
there.
Well, I didn't know you did that.
Yeah, I put a kitty there, and then, you know, they eat rats and stuff, and they kind of take care of like the hobby store. There's one in Burbank that I've put a kitty at before, and then also there's a garden store that's near my house that has kitties living there that are shop cats.
That's pretty cool. I like that.
Yeah, even at the Cateau, the cat boarding place that I'm at, Sexy Star, the infamous Sexy Star that's been in my life forever, she is the shop cat. She lives there. So
she's not caged. She just roams around and greets people.
Around, yeah. So everybody needs a shop cat. You know?
Yeah.
Think about it for your business.
And we're just here to help. You want to watch the bottom line just evaporate. It'll be fantastic. You're going to get rich.
Yeah.
Rich.
People love to walk in an establishment and see a friendly animal greet them. I'd much rather that than a human greet me any day.
Yeah, exactly. So kudos to those people in Brazil for making that cat an attorney.
Yes.
That's a first. Which
Smarty
is
pants cat.
exactly. In cat medical news this time, something I've never really given a lot of thought to, but I've certainly had this issue with my cats, and that is eye care and, what causes them, the eye to drip, and what are some of the signs we should be looking out for with that?
Well, I do know I've gone through many eye issues with cats over the years. I do currently have 2 Persians. Their eyes constantly are dripping.
They're known for that,
They're
right?
known for that. I got to wipe them every day and put the little powder that I use on them, on their eyes to keep them dry. They have kind of a red gunky discharge that comes out, but they're perfectly healthy. I don't have to put eye drops or anything.
That's what's crazy
just a
about
natural
them.
Persian
Yeah,
thing.
you just see an eye dripping, but there's really not an overall problem. It's just something that cats...
And then some cats have allergies or is sensitive to light. I have an albino named Angelico, and his eye one eye just drips all the time if he looks in the sun, because he's got pale pink eyes.
Oh yeah, I'm sure.
So he's very sensitive to light, so his eyes run. But then there are kitties that have conjunctivitis,
which is pink eye.
With his pink eye, which that can be a respiratory situation for a kitty. Like if they have herpes, they get stuff like that. If if they have a cold, they can get that.
And then it goes to their eyes.
And then it goes to their eyes. And humans, I've heard this. I didn't research this, guys. I'm not the science person, but
okay.
I always thought that kids got pink eye from having poop get in their eye.
Oh.
That's what I thought.
But it's not.
I don't know.
Let's not talk about humans.
I know, but I was always wondering.
Back to cats.
Is that the same for cats? Like if a cat scratches its eye with its nail and it had poop on it from the litter box,
there could be lots of things like that. But it's probably more respiratory, don't you think?
Well, I don't know.
That's what I'm going to go
that's
with.
just something that
Clearly
I've always
not
wondered.
Veterinarians. Thank you very much.
Right.
And I'm including myself in that.
Yeah. So the conjunctivitis, it's discharge that comes out of the eye, and you have to have drops for it and go to the vet. That's not something you can just treat, on your
So that's
home.
a vet kind of thing. You can't go to Petco, for instance, and buy just...
No,
I'm sure they
gotta
have some
go to
sort
the
of drop,
vet.
but like a medicated drop.
Yeah, I mean, definitely. I had these 2 stray kitties named Missy and Punky, and they literally got this weird kind of eye infection that caused their lid, their third eyelid, to come up over their eyeball. And I took them to 5 different vets, and not one vet could really diagnose what this was. And I was just getting so frustrated. My pocketbook was getting super mad, and because it was costing me a fortune, and all these different drops, steroid drops, yada yada, you name it, they gave it to me. And this last vet that I went to, I said, "Can I just try some Clavamox, please?" They gave me Clavamox, and it cleared it up, and they never got it again.
Wow.
It was
and how did you know to do that?
It's because I'm a scientist.
Yeah,
I'm
you
a
are.
fake scientist.
A part-time scientist.
So I don't know how I knew that, but Clavamox
Well, good for you.
kills
Tried
anything.
something.
So anybody out there who has a kitty that has a bad infection in their eye, just Clavamox will not hurt them. Just try the Clavamox. Maybe it will save your kitty's eyes. Because I was actually being told by different vets that to take the eye out, to remove the
Lord,
eyes.
wow.
And I'm like, nah, I need a second opinion here. And I'm
Yeah, I would
not
say so.
removing
Like
these
a
cats'
fifth
eyes.
opinion.
No, not doing it.
So we're talking about some of these other items that happen to cats, and it was interesting. I'm going to lump them together here, but like corneal ulcers, glaucoma, and cataracts all sound like they'd be old cat things, but they aren't necessarily. It's like they can get ulcers and glaucoma and also cataracts at a younger age, and it just has to do with like eye conditions, which we pretty much know what cataracts. We certainly know what they look like. Cataracts, yeah. I was leaving that one alone.
Yeah, the cataracts, it makes their eye kind of a foggy blue.
Like a milky kind of thing.
Yeah, and then they eventually go blind in that eye. you can get some preventative things at the vet for, if you think your cat's starting to get that, but it kind of just happens with old kitties and some young kitties.
Yeah, they said like I was reading about glaucoma, which is just really interesting. It's pressure in the eye caused by just excess fluid, from behind the eye.
Yeah.
And they're
cat eye issues are just so sensitive.
They're sensitive animals.
Yeah, they're very sensitive, and just if you've got a cat with a super eye problem and your vet says to just take its eye out, get a second opinion. Don't just do it. So many people
how you find these vets, I have no idea.
No,
that's so extreme.
The pound
will
do that for sure.
Because they have to just get things done.
Take it off, take it out.
Yeah, they have no budget and they got to make it happen.
Just their arm looks bad, take it off. They will just take anything off and it's
like having a hangnail and remove the hand.
Yeah.
It's done.
Yeah. So, and always keep fresh water and stuff in their dishes because bacteria can also splash into their eyes and stuff. And
so is there anything else you do as a preventative? I mean, are there drops? Have you ever heard of that where you just put them in just to, like when my eyes are dry, when it's low humidity, I like to put some drops in, but a cat can't tell you that.
No, there are, if your cat has something that's about to happen, your vet will prescribe you appropriate drop. Don't ever put drops, in your cat's eye, human drops or anything.
No, I didn't think that would be a bad thing.
Even though, the human drops actually just say sterile water or they say
saline or something.
Saline. You would think, well, if I can put this in my eye, I can, but cats react differently to human stuff. So always it's their eye. So just always be safe. Better than sorry.
Yeah. Continue to enjoy those beautiful cat eyes for many years to come, right?
The cat eyes are gorgeous,
yes,
aren't they?
Yes, they are. Absolutely.
Yes.
Fantastic. And on that note, we're going to close our eyes and scoot on out of here. And Holly, where can people find you and learn about your cat rescue that you do?
LA Cat Club, and that is on Facebook. The Cat Club, or the LA Cat Club on Twitter, and thecatclub.org is on the World Wide Web, and I'm Holly Meowie on Instagram.
She's easy to find, and thank you very much, and we hope you will certainly join us next time for another Hollywood's Cats podcast.
From Hollywood, you've been listening to Hollywood Cats, stories and facts about cats. Be sure to join us next time for more with Holly and Mark. And don't forget our website, HollywoodCats.com. That's Hollywood and cats ending in Z. HollywoodCats.com. And thanks for joining us on Hollywood Cats.